To the show. I'm here with my guy, the man, the myth, the legend himself, the multi-time flag football champion, Daniel.
What's up? What's
How
up?
hype are you for the greatest Super Bowl of all time?
I
But no,
didn't know Pat was playing again, but
but we just made it through the conference championships. The Patriots, Broncos, Seahawks, Rams just wrapped up. We're heading into the Pro Bowl weekend. How you feeling, man? How you feeling? Football season is it's almost over.
it is. And then we got to start talking basketball, which I've been watching a little bit, so
I have not
it's
yet.
cool.
I'm not
But
ready.
uh, but tell the two tapes when you sat back and watched the AFC and NFC
Boy,
championships, right? I remember growing up, the NFC championship was the ones you didn't want to watch,
yeah, yeah.
but now it's the total opposite. I don't know if it's because of the quarterback play, team play, weather play, whatever play it was that had to do with what it was. But no, I mean Denver played like Denver, regardless if they had their starter or not. Like struggled to score points. Like even with but beyond contrary belief, they struggled to score with uh Bo Nix.
True. That's true.
So it's not an anomaly that they only scored 10 what is it, 7
10 or yeah,
10
7.
10 7 points. So but I want to just go back and harp on. I don't want to sound like a broken record. I don't know if you want to either, but I'm starting to get real irritated with.
On ESPN, the
And I
Stars
know we
has
texted about it
never been
all
brighter.
about these analytics and and not kicking field goal shit.
Yeah.
Like, and then I know they brought up a big thing in First Thing First earlier this week when they said a lot of people started going for it on fourth down when playing Patrick Mahomes because you didn't know how many drives you was
Which
gonna get. So
is
that kind of like
crazy.
flipped the narrative on like going for it on fourth to the point where everybody just ended up going for it on fourth.
Which is
But
that's
let
ridiculous.
but let, it's not the regular season, it's playoffs, and you also don't have your starting quarterback.
Mhm.
I know everybody know what I'm talking about when I say Sean Payton just kicked the field goal at the beginning of the game. You up 7-0. A touchdown or a field goal is still two possessions.
True.
So, and then the play that you choose for the on the fourth down is even crazier. So it's like
Yeah.
like just if that's the case, just run like quarterbacks need run it, do something. Don't bootleg them.
Well, the funniest thing to me is
It
it was the
I,
it was the play you scored the touchdown on. Like they wouldn't be. It was the same play.
right.
So what the fuck? Like to me, that's like some shit you do on Madden. Like somebody that
Yeah,
doesn't really think about football at all does on like Madden, where it's like, well, I scored with this play, so
right.
I need
And then
one
9 times
yard.
out of 10 on Madden, it works because the guy you
Yeah,
playing don't know how to switch the buttons
and
quick enough.
you can just do it over and over. You run the same 2 3 plays over and over again
But this is real life, and you also have a backup. That throw ain't gonna be the same throw.
every time. You're not gonna get
Like,
that every time, which is yeah,
a- and these are Pro Bowl, not Pro Bowl, All Pro, second team safeties that you're going against. Like New England
that is
safeties
true.
aren't. They also have a good back end and a defensive minded head coach who probably was like, "Hey, they're gonna do this play again."
At the minimum, you
Like,
cannot just run the play to like the same look. It's one thing to run because there's only so many combinations of plays that like coordinators can really go to, like game plan. And so like you can't give them the same play out of the same exact
no,
front. Like we can't come out in the
and
same exact formation and run the same
but
exact
Carl,
play. Like
but what
what?
I'm telling you is, I don't give a shit if it was a different play, different formation. I don't give a fuck if they lined up under
Fair,
center and it
fair.
was our formation.
Yeah.
I feel like you at the beginning of the game stop leaving points on the board to go for more points when half the time, if y'all go back and look at the films of all the close games, a lot of coaches left points on the board at the beginning of the game, and that point they left on the board was the deciding factor.
Yeah.
Like we got to stop acting like 3 points at the beginning of the game is not big when a lot of games are close games
And then think
nowadays.
about here's the rest of the drives for the rest of the game. You ready for this? Fumble, punt, missed field goal, punt, missed field goal, interception, game over.
And then somewhere in there, insert snowstorm that everybody should have knew about.
Yeah, that was second half. That was the third quarter.
It is
Bro,
like,
there was only 3 in the third quarter. Both teams collectively had 3 possessions. Because the Patriots went down the field on that one long drive when they first got out there, and by the time the Broncos got the ball back, there was 6 inches of snow on the ground. It's like, to me, see, and we had the conversation about the kickoff thing. So I don't want to totally rehash, but like, at some point, you can't. You have to be. See, I think what happens a lot with the coaches now is like with Sean Payton, who's been there, who's older. I think you just kind of get a little too smart for the game. Like I think it's even past analytics sometimes with guys like Andy Reid's done that a lot, where it's like you're trying to think so far ahead that you're backwards, and then you just end up putting yourself in a hole, and all of a sudden you're like, well, I made a very terrible decision. And now when you get back down the field again, you're like, all right, now I'm going to kick the field goal. Okay, but it's a snowstorm. Now it's too late. Now you're kicking it like
now this is where you should have went.
That's what I was about to say. Like the moment where it's like, hey, we're 50. We're like, one of them was like a 50+ yard kick, and it's like, what is that where we're at now? It's like you were better off just throwing the ball downfield.
And then he said on that kick, the reason why it got blocked is because instead of lining up 8 yards back, they did 7 yards back.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people think, oh, a yard ain't a difference. If you look at where he got hit at, that yard would have made a difference.
Yep.
It wouldn't. He wouldn't have hit the ball. It would have probably just snuck by him with that yard difference.
And also, is that the same one where they put the ball in the wrong spot too? There's one of them they put the ball. It was one. There was some, damn. Hold on, I have to look it up. There was some point in the game where later in the game they were like, "Yeah, we actually placed the ball like 4 or 5 yards off from where we were supposed to because we just can't see where the fuck we going."
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Yeah,
yeah.
They instead of putting it, I think he said instead of putting it 8 yards back where it normally is, they've had it like 7 because they couldn't see.
Okay, so that's what it was. Yeah, so it's like, oh
and
my god,
literally, that is. A yard is 3 feet.
I mean, he barely got that ball. He barely tipped the ball.
But exactly. That's so you
like, that extra yard. He doesn't even touch the ball.
He doesn't. That's what I'm saying. It sneaks right by him.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
And because it hit him, because if you see, he was on trajectory to make it.
Yeah, it was straight down the middle.
That hit knocked it off trajectory, and then there it goes. So that 1 yard right there was the big difference of a blocked field goal and 3 points.
Yeah, that's sick. Well, that's what you get. Oh, I did want to say one thing. I think there is a difference. The one difference from having Bo Nix not out there and having Jarrett Stidham out there is what Drake May ended up doing in the end, which is just take the fucking ball and run it.
Right.
You're the quarterback. They're running man because it's a fucking snowstorm. Like, just go. Just everybody clear out, and I'm just going to run this motherfucker.
And then that scenario with that weather, it's harder. It's easier for you to run and get the first down than him to plant, stop, and then get back speed to come and catch you.
Exactly. And so that's my thing is like, if Bo Nix is there, maybe there's a couple plays in that second half where he just runs it.
Where they run. Yeah, he just runs. I'm sure there is, but that game.
Or even the interception. The interception at the end of the game was one of those. I was sitting there like, why didn't you just run? You're already running. The worst thing you can do is just throw a fucking lollipop into the air for anybody to go get. It's like just take a yard, a sack, anything but what you did, basically.
I still think this probably has been the most pedestrian looking playoffs for quarterbacks.
I would venture to say it's worse. It's worse than that.
That's what I say. I said pedestrian. Like this is like just there. They all just there playing the quarterback position because that's what. But
if you go AFC, it's much worse than pedestrian.
Oh, AFC was atrocious quarterback play. This whole like.
Because we just think about Texans.
they literally ran AFC literally made it to the playoffs off who had the most competent quarterback and competent defense to match that quarterback.
And then
And
got
that's
in the
what it was, the
playoffs and
Patriots.
laid an egg. I wouldn't
They're
even
just like-
I wouldn't even say that. I wouldn't even say Drake
The
May was the most
quarterbacks that played-
competent.
Well, I'm just saying like that defense matched it.
Well,
even Trevor Lawrence was competent and Josh Allen was more competent, but their defenses. Well, Trevor Lawrence threw a bad pick to end the game, but he still was lights out before that. So, but other than that, like C.J. Stroud was nowhere near competent. His defense led him to where he was. Denver was even. Bo Nix was not even. I mean, he was like treading on competent. His defense was literally the reason why. Drake May has not been playing good this postseason
at all.
On contrary belief, like he's played lights out during the regular season. That's why he's the MVP candidate. But if his defense wasn't competent enough to keep up or played, I don't know if it's because his defense was competent and is good, or the quarterbacks that they played were so just bad that matched. It's a weird, because I don't want to take away from where they're doing and what they did, but it's just like it's a weird concept to where everybody keeps saying Drake, the Patriots, hardest schedule to get to the Super Bowl. Look at the defenses they played. And I had a debate with my friend. I'm like, he was like, well, they played all top 5 defenses. I said, yeah, but the offenses were all bottom 25.
And then you add in if we're in the Patriots bashing section, think about this.
Like,
you're both of the best offensive linemen for the Chargers gone. Omarion Hampton gone.
Right. 3 of their main starters gone. Then you get to the next game, C.J. Stroud's gone.
Not even,
like,
no.
We can say how much.
What's the game? We've said it for 2 years now. What's the game plan for the Texans?
Was gone.
Run to the right and find Nico Collins. He's not there. He's hurt, so he doesn't play in that game.
Your starting tight end's not there.
Then you go to the
top. Yeah.
Yeah, then you go to the next game, and the fucking quarterback who's been killing is gone.
Or not even killing, just their starter.
Well, no, he had a.
If you back up Bo Nix, you're not good.
No, but the point
at this point, like,
he had a good game against the Bills. Not just for the season. I just mean in that playoffs, he just had a great game.
He's coming off his best game probably
of the whole year. Yeah, at least the year minimum. So it's like, okay, so now that guy gets hurt. It's like, that's why I told somebody who's a Pats fan I've been talking to, is like, this is the equivalent of if you walk into this game and they say, like, there's no JSN, no Kenneth Walker now. They both got hurt versus the Rams. We would all be like, what is happening? No, there's no Super Bowl. Just cancel it. There's no point. Why are we doing this? Just Sam Darnold got to go out there.
And I feel like them playing because I don't want to sound like I'm bashing the Patriots, because
that's what we kind of doing right now. But
I know, but I kind of actually don't want to, because I think they're good, but I also think they got good mixed with a little bit of luck at the same time.
Well, no, it's just totally luck. Like, if you just start thinking about, okay, so Drake May right now, where do you think he ranks in passing yards?
He got the same stats as Trent Dilfer's playoff run.
That's
let's just throw it away. Him and Trent Dilfer has the same
It's worse because he has more turnovers.
It's slightly worse, but still, it's just like. But the Patriots aren't the 2000 Ravens, so it's just like, what quarterbacks are they playing for them to for him to be able to make this run?
They're playing some of the most incompetent teams that we've seen in a playoff run.
You cannot have Trent Dilfer playoff numbers. If somebody was to tell me, hey, Drake May and the Patriots are going to make it to the Super Bowl, and Drake May's playoff numbers are going to look like Trent Dilfer, I'm like, they're definitely going to have the number 1 defense in the league.
No, also they don't have the number 1 defense.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like, okay, so if they don't have the number 1 defense, the quarterback is Trent Dilfer basically.
Yep. How
the fuck are they in the Super Bowl?
Massive, ridiculous mistakes and some of the weirdest games that you've ever seen in your life. Like, if we just talk about the snow, having a if they played,
his first throw being in 2 years is this game. That's what's wilder. It's just like, he ain't threw a pass in the NFL in 2 years, but this man is about to throw it in a snowstorm.
What happens if you have Josh Allen in a snowstorm? How many snowstorms has Josh Allen played in? Probably a dozen. You know what I mean? Like, he's been in the league for 7 years. He's probably played 1 or 2 a year.
Didn't him and Mahomes play against each other?
No. You
I feel
you
like they
thinking
had
about you think it was like the week before that. They played somebody in a snowstorm that year because they was throwing
Yeah.
snowballs at Mahomes afterwards, the next game. That's the wide right. That was the wide right. It snowed the week before that. It was like a crazy
Because
snowstorm.
everybody say Mahomes is the snowman because he got like hella crazy stats in snow games. But
Yeah.
anyway, but Josh Allen is a snow dude too. Like he go crazy in snow.
So just imagine if you had any competent Aaron Rod, like any competent football like
Bro, if
starter
we had-
that played in the snow before, you're fucked.
But like, yeah, I just feel like if you had any competent,
Yeah.
I ain't say competent because I ain't saying Jarrett Stidham not competent. It's not his fault because he hadn't played in 2 years. Any quarterback that has played in this calendar year would have probably beat the Patriots that day. Sorry, Patriots, but it's just like this dude ain't played in 2 years. If you had, I feel Malik Willis would have won that game.
Yes. Yeah. He would have probably just ran.
Like,
that's some of the shit where it's like he would have just ran the ball.
50 yards running, and that's
Anytime
it.
he didn't
Like,
know what was going on, he would have just said, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna run." Just
and it's
take
crazy
off.
because the Patriots quarterback is the one who told him that he ran too much, or somebody told they quarter.
Well, that's
Somebody, Mike Vrabel told the quarterback that he ran too much. I forgot who it was. It was the quarterback before Malik Willis, though.
Yeah, that's gross.
But who was the one before Will Levis?
It
They
was
drafted
Tannehill.
him.
Yeah, because we went through this a couple weeks ago. Because Tannehill
Was it
played till like
Tannehill?
2023, and we were both like, "What the fuck?"
I feel like that was a quarterback. I'm thinking of the coach quarterback saying somebody, coach saying Anthony Richardson told him he benched him from running when it was supposed to be. No, it was Vrabel. He benched Will Levis.
Okay.
Because Will Levis decided to run over throwing the ball, and even though it was a good run, he was like, I still wanted him to try to throw it. It's like, oh, that's some crazy shit. Like, Vrabel, but
yeah, like having the same stats as Trent Dilfer. I'm looking at it right now. It's in one extra game, which makes it even funnier. But he's taken more sacks. He had an extra interception. And I want to say
more fumbles, I'm sure.
It had to be more fumbles because it's not showing it on here.
Three in one game. Like,
but it was, yeah, he had
it
definitely
was a
just
fumble
more
fest.
turnovers.
Who could fumble more in that Texans game?
Bro,
like, shit.
This is see what the snowstorm has taken away. I forgot because this was the one point I wanted to make, the one bashing point I wanted to make about the Patriots, where people are like, "Oh, we played we played the teams that's in front of us. We played well. We won. Drake May should be the MVP. That's this is this weird thing, right? Okay, Drake May going into the half before the snow,
correct,
had 12 passing yards.
Did we not see his first throw of the game?
I just want to. So this is going to get
did
lost.
Did y'all not remember the first throw of the game?
First throw. This is going to get lost
to the dirt.
It's going to get lost in the history books, and if the Patriots win the Super Bowl, that will disappear. It'll just be they gutted it out in a snowstorm, and he ran the ball for 60, whatever he ran it for. What he ran for? 70 yards, which is a whole 65 yards.
The game winning run to ice the game on third or was it third or fourth? I can't remember which one.
Either way, that was great. And then there's a whole nother thing. If you take that away, then he's averaging 2 yards, or it was right at 3 yards a carry, which is basically like, okay, you're just kind of getting to the line and falling down because you're 6'5". So if you just make it to the line of scrimmage and fall forward, you automatically are gonna get the 3 yards because you are a fucking 3 yards basically. Like,
right.
Like all you gotta do is fall down. And you're gonna cover 2 yards, but that's beside the point.
I just stretched
12 yards at the half before the snow, and that will get lost in the history of time. It's lost now. Nobody's talking about that. Before there was snow, he was getting shut out. What happens if A, you have no snow, B, you have any quarterback that can, once we get out of the first scripted plays, has just some idea of what he's doing out there? And this game is a totally different game. We can't pretend.
Or see that they kick that field goal or Joe
and just make it harder.
This man just started running backwards and threw the ball.
Yeah.
Like snapped into backup mode, and it was like that's what a lot of people. The
Bro.
offense, the defense scored 6 points.
Yeah. That's the
They
other thing,
had
people. The Patriots.
10. The defense scored 6.
Yes.
So like technically 7 because special teams is under defense.
Yeah.
So,
but the Patriots had one drive where they made it to the red zone. If you don't count the turnover where they fumble,
the defense didn't score. I mean, I would technically get that to the defense. The offense got it in, but the defense,
you were at the 10-yard line. They fumbled it and got it at the 10.
You got to score that if you don't.
And that's the thing. Drake May ran it in. So it looks like on paper, and that's what Patriots fans are going to be selling if they win. Whatever
rushing touchdown.
He rushed for the one score. He ran well. That's what I heard somebody say. He ran the ball well. No,
we ain't talked about Drake May running all year, and all of a sudden that's when y'all trying to pull the card.
Yeah, but he had 2 plays.
Capable runner.
But that's the problem is that having 2 good
plays. 2 of his plays were like 20 yards.
One was 30, and the other one was 13.
Down.
So it's like if you take those away, he's whatever he was. I did the math, but I don't have it on here. He's 8 for 30 something. It's like you ran for 3 yards a carry. You didn't run well. You had 2 good running plays. That's different from running well. And that's all to say, like, the offense for the Patriots has not played well. The defense for the Patriots also has not necessarily played well. This is the problem that Patriots fans are having right now. It's like
the quarterbacks
they don't believe you when you say these things to Patriots fans. When you say the offense has been bad and the defense has basically been a little above average. If average is 50, you're playing at a 55 out of 100.
The quarterbacks y'all playing have
been so bad.
Just bad. Like, cause you can't cause some of those stuff, CJ Stroud, he was just giving y'all shit.
Just doing shit. But it's
y'all didn't.
I said it after the Chiefs game. He was literally throwing the ball and turning his back. He was doing that in the Patriots game still, and people were like, "Well, it's because Milton Williams was so dominant." It's like, well, that could be part of it.
But
it could also be
was doing that against the other team he won against too.
But the problem is, it also in that game rained for 3 hours. It was a fucking monsoon. So then you have that, and you have a dude who's scared out of his mind, just turning around. Get it? I don't want the ball. A quarterback who's just like, I don't want the ball.
She's like, I don't.
So
why am I here?
Patriots fans, listen up. Y'all need to get over it. You can't force people into submission to believe that this team has played well. Sometimes luck plays into winning a Super Bowl. I think every team needs a little bit of luck. You guys have the luck slider turned to 99, though. So let's just be honest about it with each other. Nobody's going to be they didn't do anything. They didn't win a Super Bowl. If they win the Super Bowl, like you beat the Seahawks, which is amazing, which means all that stuff meant you guys had to execute to get here. And then you actually played well. That's different. Like, then you will be validated. But if you lay an egg to the Seahawks team.
And the thing about it is, young teams like this, like the Patriots or whatever, if they young, I can't remember where they at, but this is the first time this group's been there. And it's the same with the Seahawks.
Yeah. But Seahawks are the second youngest roster in the NFL.
But it's something about this Patriots team seems content, as in, like, I feel like they think they can win the way they've been winning these last couple weeks.
Yeah, of course. That's the problem.
And I don't think they should think that going into against this Seahawks team, because one, this Seahawks team, the only reason why it looked like they've been giving up a lot of points is because they've probably been playing a lot of better offenses as well. Like, I think Matt Stafford is scoring 30 on anybody in the AFC. Like, it's just a given. Like, who can hold Puka? Like, I don't think Pat Surtain at this moment can hold Puka, to be honest. If I had that matchup, I'm putting money on Puka.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest. So, and the Seahawks front four, a lot of people sleep on.
You know what?
They got a rotation of like 6 dudes with like 7 sacks.
Yeah. Yes. They're and
like,
don't start talking about the back end. You don't have receivers, and you play one of the best secondaries in the fucking league.
Woolen and was it Woolen and Woodson or something like that?
Woolen, Witherspoon, Inamari,
there we go.
or whatever, however you say
dudes,
it. Like, stop.
Dudes is like handsy. They own you. Like, that defense is
Bruh,
is definitely gonna be.
I'm looking at something now. This is gonna sound crazy. The Patriots. Okay, there's one. The Patriots have scored 2 touchdowns in the first half between all 3 games.
Yeah, and only the one. I don't
and
remember.
both of them are against the Texans.
They didn't get one against the Broncos?
Is the Broncos is that the first half? Okay, you're right. It's first half. It's first half. Oh, it's 40 seconds left. That's why.
Oh yeah, that was the end of it. That's right, because it's like, why didn't you just throw it away and punt it?
Or
like,
it's 2 minutes left. My bad. It's 2 minutes left.
But still, like, they wasn't driving the ball. They was at that moment. The Patriots wasn't driving.
So either way, like, if you look at the first quarter, that's first half. If you look at the first quarter, they have not scored. They scored 1 touchdown if you count the first quarter against the Texans. Chargers is punt interception. That's first quarter.
I'm pretty sure on that touchdown against the Texans, where did C.J. Stroud give him the ball? Because that's probably what happened.
No, they punted. They had one. There was a solid drive. It was that first. Or it was the second drive they had. Because remember, they went 3 and out. Then the Texans went 3 and out. Then they took the ball down.
Oh, okay, that's good. Okay, so no C.J. Stroud blunder.
No, but if that's the pretty much. I just keep looking back and forth between all 3 of these games. It's the only good drive they have in the first quarter. Because Broncos is 3 and out, 6 plays, 11 yards, punt, 3 and out. That's the whole first quarter against the Broncos. Chargers is punt, intercept, 5 plays, punt. Next drive, one run, interception, and then Texans is punt, touchdown, punt, fumble, punt. So you have scored whatever the fucking 7 points in 3 quarters. And so it's like, I say that you can't do that against the Seahawks. If you don't put up any point, if you put up 1 touchdown in the first half, and your defense isn't pitching a shutout.
Yeah. If you only could put up 1, and you gotta be pitching a shutout, because I guarantee Seahawks are not leaving that Super Bowl without having 27 points.
No, absolutely
24. No. I would say 24 minimum. I think the Seahawks score.
Because I think I think the Patriots fans are really underestimating, like, y'all start with the ball, you go down, kick a field goal, they go down, score, you come back, punt, they go down, score a touchdown, you come back, punt, they go down, score a field goal. It's 17-3 in the first quarter. True.
Like, if you see him get early touches and start doing crazy shit in the first quarter, I'm gonna just sit back and kick my feet up, because I know it's about to be a show. They might want to be worried.
Well, Patriots fans think that Christian Gonzalez can just follow JSN, and he's gonna lock him up. That's what they think, because think about it. He's locked up. He's locked up. Sutton, who got
a couple drops, on his hit record too.
What did he get? 4 targets?
Sutton, and what's crazy is Sutton had him earlier a lot of those times, and he dropped the ball.
He got 5 targets. He got less targets than RJ Harvey.
And they all in the first, and that's what I said. Sutton dropped two balls too that he got Gonzalez on.
So then
they playing in California, dog. Like, it's gonna be.
So, but who else did he lock up? He locked up Jaden Higgins. Okay. And he locked up
Didn't one of them get hurt, Higgins or Hutchinson?
I don't know.
I thought one of them got hurt during that game. Maybe
either one.
Not.
Let's just say it's both. Let's say he locked up both of them, right? And then he locked up Quentin Johnston. Lad McConkey. He locked up 5'8" Lad
or
McConkey.
maybe Keenan Allen. Maybe that was they guy like that.
I guess.
No.
But that's what I mean. Is like, okay,
None
so
of them
now
niggas is JSN, bro.
hey, now,
I'm sorry, bro. Not even if you said Nico. Like I would have been like Nico, cool.
okay,
but
Nico, yeah.
trust me, he ain't a big receiver ain't JSN,
No,
dog. Like,
physical versus
I'm talking
footwork
like
is no.
one of the best route runners in the league.
It's crazy.
Okay. I mean, I'm not saying JSN gonna go for 200, but I'm not saying he can't.
Yeah.
Like,
If we finish to wrap up some of the AFC Championship stuff, it's like you got the Broncos who just kind of fucked up they had an opportunity there, and you kind of fucked it up. But it doesn't really matter because your quarterback was hurt. He wasn't coming back for the Super Bowl, so it was okay. We'll just reset, try to do this again. Then you got the Patriots who, like, for some reason are ultra confident when I don't understand how they're confident at all. And now they're in the Super Bowl, and now we have to all sit around and collectively pretend like we don't believe that they're a bad team. But yeah,
that's you. I mean, that's basically what it is.
Turnovers, snow, rain. That's how you got here. Mostly injuries and weather. You got to the Super Bowl and you executed within that. That's cool.
And non-competent quarterbacks in playoff games, like
but let's move past all the like. It was a cakewalk to get there. It was a cakewalk to get there. There's no argument.
But I just can't understand how people can sit here and watch these last couple games and be like, "Is
Bill Simmons?"
That's why I was so confused when people was picking the Texans against the Patriots. I'm like, did we not all watch the game before? Like, at some point, eye tests have to be something. I don't care what stats say, what they defense look like. If your quarterback is not playing quarterback and he's just back there barely catching the snaps, how can you pick this team to win? That's not something you get over in a week. That's what all these analysts. That's what. You can't get the shit that I've watched CJ Stroud do is nothing you can get over in a week.
Yeah. No, that's mental scars.
I know that, like, I ain't saying I played in the NFL, but I played it, like, and I played it in high school and I did all that 7-on-7 crap and stuff like that. Bro, that shit is mentally draining.
Of
to
course.
Make it to the NFL and stuff like that. Like, to play like he played after we know how good he can be.
Something is wrong.
That is mental.
Yeah, that's what I said after the Chiefs game. I said it.
That is like it's something really bad, something mentally wrong with the dude that they need to ask him before going into next year. And I'm dead ass serious about that CJ Stroud. So like, I would be concerned about that going into next year.
That's why I like the clip of the guy, and we should all collectively stop calling him CJ Stroud and call him by his government name, which is Coleridge. Coleridge Stroud. I think we should all.
I promise you, I ain't never got that. That ain't. I don't even roll. He's
not even a junior. He's Coleridge Bernard Stroud the fourth, but he's CJ. So we stop calling him CJ. We start calling him Coleridge Stroud.
Because he is a junior. He's his dad junior.
He is
his dad. I'm your junior.
His dad named after his dad's dad. That's it. Yeah. But okay, hold on.
Like, we never had a junior. You
junior. We all was junior. It was 3 juniors.
At one point.
You the 3rd junior.
So you telling me they passed down the name Coleridge?
Coleridge.
Hey, bro, you gotta love that name, bro.
It's
like,
different.
Like, dang.
Oh, but okay, but I want to point out, Bill Simmons compared the Chiefs' first Super Bowl run to this run with the Patriots, because people are saying the opponent, and he said nobody cares that about like when the Chiefs went to the Super Bowl in 2020 and they play like the Texans and the Titans. Okay, I just want to point out that Titans team beat Lamar Jackson and the Ravens in his second year. Was that the MVP year? Lamar put up 400 yards. He threw the ball 60 times and had 370 passing and like 70 rushing yards. And they won that game because
CJ Stroud rookie year?
No. This is the Titans in 2019. I'm just pointing.
Oh, you talking about the game we was down 30 and we came back?
No, not that. He said that the Chiefs run to their first Super Bowl, which is we beat the Texans,
the year after
we beat the Titans,
yeah,
we beat the 49ers for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That Titans team, I'm just going to do this in that Titans team, they were 9-7, yes, but they also beat the Patriots, and then they went on to beat the Ravens when Lamar putting up 400 yards of offense, which was like he out of this world. Derrick Henry ran for 200 yards. So I just want to point that out. Then the Texans also had somebody by the name of fucking Deshaun Watson in his prime.
Oh, yeah.
So if we're going to pretend like Deshaun Watson is the same as like CJ Stroud or Justin Herbert with no offensive line, then like what are we doing here? Then you add on like, then we go on to play the 49ers in the Super Bowl and actually win. So for the
and that was the best defense at the time.
Yeah. And so that my whole thing with that is just like Patriots fans need to, because he's a super Patriots fan, Bill Simmons, Boston guy.
Yeah, so he's just trying. But yeah,
we can't do that. This is not a good run to the playoffs.
We didn't face a backup quarterback in the AFC Championship game.
No.
Matter of fact, so now we about to discredit Derrick Henry.
You played the best, the most dominant running back in the league, and then you played what at the time probably top 10 quarterback in Deshaun Watson.
And if I'm not mistaken, wasn't that Chiefs defense like ranked 20 something?
It was bad, yeah. But let's move on. Before we get too deep, because we're gonna have to wrap up.
That was a crazy one right there.
It was sick. That's why I was like, I just want to point out that none of those teams are the equivalent in any way, shape, or form to this Super Bowl for this playoff run they're going on right now.
I promise you, the Broncos would have been happy if they had Derrick Henry and if Bo Nix got hurt, it wouldn't have mattered.
They'd be happy if they had Tannehill. They would have been ecstatic. They would have been super excited if 2019 Ryan Tannehill was the quarterback, the backup for the Broncos right now.
Yeah, definitely.
But okay, so Rams, Seahawks. I just want, as a not to do this for the Bills or anything like that. If what Cooper Kupp did is a catch, then you probably should have had a longer conversation about the Bills game, because that's the one thing I take away from this game.
I mean, it's one of those subjective views. It's just like,
because we spent all year, they've been yelling at us. You have to survive the ground. They've been yelling at.
You call it on the field.
But I'm
telling you, it's what you call on the field, and they're not gonna overturn it because it's too much.
No,
video evidence.
No, Sean McVay fucked up because he called a timeout instead of throwing the challenge flag.
True.
So he fucked that whole shit up. But they spent all year telling us you have to survive the ground, and then when it's like in a real crunch time moment, they go, well, he took 2 steps. It's like, well, we've seen plenty of guys this whole year take two steps and they fall and bobble it, and you say incomplete. So like we have to this is like every year they keep doing this. They keep adding these little wrinkles and they keep adding these phrases of like what's a catch, what's not. At some point we just they just need to come out and say what you just said of like, hey, we just call it on the fly. And you just have to fucking live with it. And I think people, if they just say that, people will be more okay with it.
And it's one of those. I mean, they got the luxury of replay and things like that. But I ref flag and things like that. So it's hard to ref and flag because you can't do replay. And things like that. So it's what you call is what you call. And I try to get a lot of these players to understand, like, especially the ones that don't ref, that like to complain about refing. It's just like, y'all got to understand, like, y'all not arguing shit that's in the rule book.
Yeah.
Y'all arguing shit that's judgment calls. And it's just like, it's been on the other side. It's like, it's what I saw. It's like, what the fuck are you looking at? Bro, I'm looking at the same thing you did. I'm just looking at it in a different view. Like, that's that's what I've seen. Like,
yeah.
You can't tell somebody how to look at the 2 feet at the same time, like looking at the hand, because everybody's heads and eyes move different.
But for me, you proven for me my point even more, because that shit that's not surviving the ground. That whatever.
I mean, yeah, I mean, live, but in live, you never know what they judge surviving the ground in live play.
But see, the problem then
Because
you can't y'all collectively as referees can't come together and make that like a
I
severe
think
point of like we're
but
making
they do,
sure.
and then I think they do, and then that's when they say
Well,
catch
yeah.
or no catch, and then if it gets challenged, they go to the booth and review it. But
They couldn't even
I said,
challenge
it's kind of you're right, and it's kind of hard because if there's not enough video evidence to overturn it, it's just like
Well,
we got to stand with what we call.
in the case of the Cooper Cup shit, it was to me it was clear as day. It was like, but the argument was he took 3 steps. So it was catch 1, 2, 3, fall, but he's falling within the. It's really 1, I'm falling, 2, and then a fake 3rd step as I'm dropping to the ground. It hits the ground and he bobbles it. But okay, the Seahawks beat the Rams.
If anything, it's not a. I mean,
but that's not the reason they lost, though. To me, also, that's
well,
that's a whole nother
anything,
thing.
That's more of a fumble than a catch. If anything,
yeah.
If you take your 2 steps, that means they're saying you made your football move.
But so the ground can't make you fumble. See,
this is saying he lost it before he hit the ground.
No, he hit the ground, and when him hitting the ground, the ball squared out.
If he wasn't touched by another player, then the ground can cause a fumble.
He was touched. He was being tackled.
Okay, then if they said he took his 2 steps, then it's a catch.
And see, that's
but the thing about it, if you're being tackled and you control the ball and you take your football move, if you hit the ground and it pop off, if you still got control before you hit the ground, then it's a catch and it's down.
Now let me add another wrinkle to it. The Kayshon Boutte shit going out of bounds where he got a knee in. So 1 knee equals being in bounds. But does 1 knee equal being 2 feet or 2 steps? So then
1 knee equals 2 feet or 2 steps. So
if you're a Bills fan, you should be very mad because the moment that Brandon Cooks has any that screenshot everybody sends around,
last week,
his knee is down.
Yes,
but then that means that's
down.
A catch. So it shouldn't.
I told you I would have called it if I was a ref on the field a catch.
So
because
the roll, the rollover shouldn't count because if I get 1 knee down, and you're touching me, you're on my back. I got 1 knee down. I got the ball like this.
He's declared down at that point.
That should be down. God damn, this shit sucks.
I felt like it was a tie, and all tie goes to the offense. That's why I say like if you freeze framing and things like that, that was a catch, but it also probably was quick moment, live moment. Like when I seen it instantly, I thought it was a tie, and I said offensive ball. It was a good try, but like I said, even if you freeze it, like you said, his knees down, he got control. The other the defender hand is wrapped in it.
But either way, the Cooper Cup shit. When you compare the two, it's rough. To me, it was just rough looking at that Cooper flag or Cooper Cup going like, ugh.
We can. That's it. That's what I'm saying. Like the rules are written and viewed. It's kind of like the Bible. It's like it's so vague and everybody can interpret the verbiage differently to where that's why you got so many different versions of Christianity from one book. It's just like the rule book. That's why you got so many different people calling what the rules say based on that sentence.
Yeah.
Because everybody can read that sentence and then see it and view it differently.
Yeah.
That's why you got multiple refs and stuff and replay, because everybody do see. That's why the argument in flag is like me and the same ref who ref in the game can read the same thing, but we can still argue about, well, that says that, well, that says that, but he did this at that moment and then that. So it's just always like rules are made to. That's why they're trying to bring AI.
But refs weren't the reason that this game went this way.
No. That game, it was a real good game, and I want to blame it because the ref called things like that. Now if the Bills weren't doing things like that, that's what they do. But that game was way beyond. It was a good game.
Yes, it was an amazing game. So the real question about the game I want to ask you is like, how do you feel about the Seahawks going into this? Like, how did they make you feel watching this against the Rams? Like, seeing they won a shootout, Sam Darnold, no sketchy shit going on. Like, how do you feel about them going forward after a game like that?
To be perfectly honest, if the Bills or Jacksonville didn't make it to the Super Bowl, my Super Bowl winner was already picked.
Yeah.
Like it was either Bills, Jacksonville. Those are the only two teams I felt from the AFC this year that would have made me sway my pick against the person coming out the NFC.
Right.
But whoever came out the NFC, man, it was tough. Like Seahawks, man, they've been balling, dude. Like they've been balling all year.
Yeah, all year long.
So it ain't like he's just like, oh, they just hit a hot streak in the playoffs. Like this beating the Rams ain't an anomaly. They did it already.
Yeah. They had great games all year, all 3 games, just like this.
Darnold's best games, ironically, are against the Rams, and
True.
the Rams ain't no pushovers. So
they was right in stride offensively, back and forth.
But it's also one of those things where it wouldn't have been surprised if the Rams won. Is like either of those teams would have been, I think, worthy enough to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. It's just the Rams. I mean, the Seahawks came out on top in a close game like they did the other 2 times in the AFC. I mean, the division.
Yeah.
So, I think I'm leaning. I know we said we're making our picks next, but unless something drastically changed there, I'm leaning towards Seahawks, like very heavily.
I'm with you.
Like 85. Right now, I'm like 85% Seahawks.
Yeah.
Like.
My only question looking forward, and we'll have to wrap up here in a minute, but the only thing I have looking forward is like, have the Patriots been able to stop the run? None of these teams have been able to run on them yet.
None of them had running backs.
That's where to me this has become so interesting.
RJ Harvey, Nadal, and
Woody Marks.
Woody Marks and RJ Harvey is basically you played against backups the whole way through.
You played against backup. He played against
rookie
quarterbacks playing awful.
Nobody thought Woody Marks was going to be a starter this year. Nobody thought RJ Harvey was going to be a starter this year.
No.
And
he shouldn't have been.
Literally didn't have their starter. So, I mean...
And this is why people keep calling it a cakewalk, because of stuff like this. Like, that's why.
And that's a big thing about... And that's another thing I was going to say is... Y'all got your hands full of stopping JSN.
Yeah.
Kenneth Walker could fuck around and win Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah.
And then y'all just going to let that man walk. Like, it's a lot of other people who y'all got to worry about rather than just like...
If he has a game like he did against the 49ers, good night. This is going to be a long, nasty Super Bowl with Bad Bunny singing in Spanish at the halftime. We don't know. Ain't nobody even watching no more.
Kenneth Walker coming back out for another 100 yards. Like that's literally what I was going to wait till next week to put it on, but that's what I'm looking forward to. Is like I've been saying it all week and I've been saying it in my head. How does the Patriots stop Kenneth Walker? Because if they go all in on the run, JSN is gonna have a fucking field day.
It's gonna be a long night. You're going up against the best running back of the playoffs so far. I mean, it might even be statistically. I haven't looked it up, but it might literally be the statistically best.
I think so. Yeah, he is. He's the only one that went over 100 so far in the playoffs, hasn't he?
Actually, it's Ramondre Stevenson, which makes perfect sense.
Oh.
So you're going up against the most explosive. Let's call him the scariest running back in the playoffs.
Right.
You're going up against there's an argument between JSN and Puka against the scariest wide receiver in the playoffs.
I mean, the scariest wide receiver
in the league.
How about that?
Damn, but really in the league this year was those two, is Puka and JSN this whole year.
And they went crazy in the game they just played against each
exactly.
other.
So then you're going up against the scariest defense in the league. Like this is a real David versus Goliath situation that you walking into.
I will be for how highly I think the Seahawks has played this postseason, and how on the back end I'm disappointed on the Patriots on how they followed up a real good regular season.
Yeah.
I will be. This will hold a lot of weight to me when I start talking Super Bowl wins for like Drake May and things like that. If they end up winning this game,
oh yeah, it'd be massive.
Because it's just like y'all not. To be honest, the odds are pretty fair. I mean, the odds is nicer than what I would have.
Yeah.
Plus 190 is like I probably would have had them at like plus 215 or something, 250.
Yeah.
Like the way the Patriots been playing and things like that. So I think it could get. It's one of those games where it could get ugly real quick if the Patriots don't watch out.
That's what I think.
Like,
yeah.
and I'm not saying it
First
to
quarter.
just like BFF. It could get ugly real quick, and I'm just saying that they better figure out this shoulder shit with Drake May,
Man.
like, or this Will Campbell shit.
Oh yeah, he's
Because
terrible.
I promise you, them linemen on the front four on the Seahawks is not playing
at all. Yeah, so you walking into a real, don't let the game. This is the only thing for the Patriots, right? The only thing worse than an ass whooping in this game would be game on the line. Seahawks in the red zone with the game on the line down the turn, and now all of a sudden it's Kenneth Walker walks into the end zone to end.
They run instead of pass.
Ooh, no, that's the worst thing. I think that, or the reverse, where it's like Patriots with the ball,
the pass, or the reverse where the pass actually works.
I mean the reverse of like Patriots with the ball. You guys go down, say we gonna run, and then just Stevenson gets stuffed, and everybody's like, why didn't you let Drake May win the game? Though any version where it ends with like somebody, any version of that is like you will never be able to live that shit down. But I gotta wrap this up and get out of here. So yeah, quick pod. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Basically just a review of the AFC NFC championship. We
can do quick pods, y'all. We know how to do it.
It's just we gotta stick to just one topic. Oh, I did want to say this before we got here. This weekend, Darren Peterson, AJ DeBansta, BYU KU game is gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
That shit about to be
Texas trash. So
well, yeah, but I'm saying if you watch any college basketball, that's the one. Number one, number two prospect going at it, and Peterson is like, yeah, I'm fully healthy, ready to go.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if I was an NBA team right now, I would have a heavy look in Cameron Boozer too.
No. I would guarantee you ain't watched a lot of KU this year yet.
No, I watched a little, but he a bucket though.
Just watch this game Saturday. If you don't watch anymore, watch this.
I've been wanting to watch, but I kind of caught a little bit when the BYU dude dropped 40. Like almost 50 last week.
43. So. Yeah, but yeah, watch this one because it's gonna be. I think this is gonna really determine like who's starting to get considered for one, and if they both kind of lay an egg, that's when that Cameron Boozer stuff starts popping up.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you next time.
Peace.